Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing a FAQ video on this ASUS ROG Phone 3. Now it's been several months since I have been actually using this phone, and this is one of those phones that I enjoyed using quite a bit in 2020. So again, I asked some of you if you have any specific questions, post about them. So now it has got multiple updates. In fact, I just got a new update yesterday. So let's see how it fares now. And ASUS is also now going to be launching one more new variant of this phone. Earlier we had the 8 gigabytes with 128 gigabytes of storage, and 12 gigabytes was with 256, but we'll also have 12 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of storage. That's a new variant. That will be for 53,000. It's launching during the Big Billion Day, and it's raining like crazy. I hope the power doesn't go. So let's start this. And the first question I got was from Arun, and yes sir, I'll also take up the question regarding the black crush issue on this smartphone and show you what is the experience with the latest update. Anyways, the first question was from Arunav. He's asking, in comparison to the ROG Phone 2, how much improved is the camera quality, he's asking. And he's also asking, have you by any chance tested the camera using the Gcam mod? To be very frank, side by side, I did not compare this one with the ROG Phone 2, but in rough estimate, yes, the camera is, specifically the rear-facing camera is improved compared to the ROG Phone 2. And this does support the Gcam, but personally, I haven't used the Gcam. But I'm assuming if I use the Gcam, yes, the camera quality and performance should actually improve. I forgot to invoke my camera, so let me invoke this. So let's just continue. The second question I got is from Ashwadan. He's asking, is it still having any focus hunting issues while recording video? No, it does not have that. That was fixed, I believe, long time ago. This is why Naveed, he's asking, how is the software experience, and is there any commitment from ASUS? How long are they going to push software updates for, like 2 or 3 years? For this, I approached ASUS India regarding the update situation, and this is the answer that I got. They said that this phone will get 2 years of software update, and they also said to me that the Android 11 update will be coming out to this smartphone very soon. They didn't specify me the date, but they definitely told. So yeah, 2 years of software update, and the software experience has been good on the smartphone. As you can see, guys, it's almost close to stock Android. I've installed tons and tons of hours. I was told you I was using this phone quite a bit, and it's been working fine, very fluid. I don't notice any hint of lagginess or anything on this phone. It is very close to stock Android. Apart from this, as it's a gaming centric phone, we have this X mode, but apart from that, it's very close to stock, and the experience has been actually good in terms of the UI and all those things. Though this is the base 8 gigabyte RAM variant, I never had a problem. Let's move to the next one. This is by Bhavesh Chandra. He's asking, apart from gaming performance, how well the ROG 3 handles thermal throttling? Because in ROG 3, I think there is no active vent, at least what the ROG Phone 2 has. So ROG 3 actually also has an active vent. If you notice, is a slit over here. So we do have that. So it also has that active cooling. But yeah, it's slightly sort of hidden on the ROG Phone 3, and it's been performing fine, I would say. I did not experience any thermal throttling issue. I mostly play this game with COD, and just because of this smartphone, I played the Call of Duty Mobile quite a bit. Let's move to the next one. This is by Harry Singh. He's asking, can we use it as a daily driver? I'm not a gamer, but the specs on this phone appeal to me. I feel it will be easy to last about 4 or 5 years. Currently, he says he's using the Pixel XL. Overall, yes, it's a pretty good smartphone. I would say it's a flagship smartphone. The only thing that is not flagship on this one is it does not have IP rating. But apart from that, I would say it's overall a very good phone. The stereo speakers are amazing. I'll actually play a clip later on. One of the loudest, and because it's proper front firing speakers, we get a very immersive, and the stereo separation is also very good. So very good speakers. Haptic feedback is very good, and because of the Snapdragon 865 plus, blazingly fast, one of the fastest, I would say. And this one actually has DDR5 RAM, which is faster than DDR4 that is used on most phones. So blazingly fast performance. As I've told you, yeah, I'm using the 8 gigabyte. This is the 8 gigabyte RAM variant. Handles everything without any issues. And battery life, because of that 6000 milliamp hour battery, excellent battery life. Even For heavy users, it should last about 1.5 days. If I don't do gaming, I can easily pull it for about 2 days on this one. And so yeah, overall I would say it's a very good smartphone. If you are looking for a big size smartphone, great battery life and great speakers, it's a good smartphone. As I've told, the only con I would say in real life usage is no IP protection. Apart from that, yeah, it's a pretty good phone. Now let's talk about the black crush issue, and quite a few of you have actually asked me about this black crush issue on this one, because this one has that 144 hertz panel. And Gaurav and quite a few of you have asked. Gaurav says black crush issue, how is it, and will it get resolved? Any update from ASUS official? Yes, the black crush issue was quite evident when the phone was launched. In fact, with even with a couple of updates, it didn't get solved, and I noticed it quite a bit while actually using the Netflix app. So it was an issue with the Netflix app. I noticed that quite a bit, but now with the latest update, in fact, a couple of updates ago, I don't recall, it went down quite a bit, but now this is the latest update that I just got yesterday, and I even checked with ASUS about the phone. It will show us anywhere software information. As you can see, the build number, if the last one is 0.78 and above, ASUS also said that this black crush issue has been solved. According to them, what was happening is that this has high level of calibration from the factory itself because it's having that 144 hertz panel. But the problem with some of the streaming apps like Netflix, etc., was that they were bypassing the calibration what was done on that, and they were doing their own auto brightness stuff, and that was causing an issue. Let me do one thing. Let me actually place some a file on this. Let's play some trailer or something like that, Underground 6 trailer, and to give you an idea, the black crush issue has been almost solved. I was facing it quite a bit earlier with Netflix. So let's try again. Now I've connected to my hotspot. That's what I don't like about ACT broadband. Something like Heavy Rain or something just goes down. So yeah, as you can see, this is dark scenes, and let it buffer because I'm using a mobile hotspot. But to give you an idea,
you're really ruining my
the sound.
now, you know that.
How good is the sound?
You got an issue. This movement, man.
Okay. Let me zoom in.
We have 15 minutes.
I'm using a mobile hotspot, guys. That's why the quality is a little bit down. But it goes very loud. I'm going to reduce the volume. And if you notice, no black crush. I'll lower the brightness also now. That was the problem. As you can see, dark scenes. Now the black crush has been actually solved. That issue. At least I can't notice it. Earlier, I used to notice it very easily during those dark scenes, especially in Netflix. But as you can see, right now, again guys, using the mobile hotspot, that's why this broadband connection is down. But let's keep it at lowest brightness. Again, I don't notice that black crush. Yeah, if you use it normally. So it looks like the black crush issue has been sort of solved with the latest update. It was annoyance, I would say, and I did notice it quite a bit, almost all the time, most of the time while watching Netflix. But now looks like with the latest update, they have finally fixed it. So let's move to the next topic. And again guys, that update, as I told you, 0.78 or above. I think so it got solved after the 0.78 update, which was the latest update. I got it just yesterday. Anyways, let's move to the next one. This is by Riteveshwar. He's asking, if you get a chance, will you buy this phone over any other phone in this price range? Have you tried charging the device with both the USB port? Again guys, this one has two USB ports, one over here, one over the side, and if you try to charge it from both the ports, it will only charge from this port. It will stop charging from this port, guys. And I would say if you are looking for a powerful Android smartphone, what is the base price of this one? Around 50,000. What are the choices that you have apart from, if you don't want Chinese phones, what are the options that you have? This is the one that you have with the Snapdragon 865 Plus. And what is the other option if you want a good, flagship sort of phone? You have Samsung. But Samsung is mostly putting their Exynos 990 SoC in most of the flagships that are officially sold in India. And I just don't want to go about the Exynos 990. You guys know. So what are the options do we have? So I feel yes, this is a very good smartphone at that 50,000 price point if you really don't want any other Chinese vendors or something like that due to whatever data issues or whatever privacy. Overall, I would say it's a very good phone. As I've told you, the call quality was good. The screen, that black crush issue finally got solved. And yes, overall it's a good phone. Only thing, as I've told you, is that IP protection. Anyways, let's move to the next one. This is by Vineet. Did you see better loading time for Call of Duty on this ROG Phone 3? How did the gaming specific features help you in your experience? Again, I didn't compare the loading of Call of Duty Mobile on this and other smartphones, but it was fairly fast, guys. The storage is very fast on this one. I believe it's UFS 3.1 and again DDR5, so loads the games fast. The thing that I like with these ROG phone is this 8 triggers, and that gives you undue advantage in games. If you guys know, I mostly play games via console, so I'm used to a controller on that, and this 8 triggers tries to actually simulate that. That's the reason I played Call of Duty quite a bit on this one. Because of the 8 triggers, I was having undue advantage, I would say. So if you are sort of a gamer, yes, the 8 triggers make huge difference, and now you can actually split the 8 triggers between 2 actions if you want. Earlier on the ROG Phone 2, that was not possible. So you can even use the slide option, and this area, that area, left area, right area, you can customize it. So 8 trigger is the thing that really makes a difference. And apart from that, I felt that the speakers are excellent on this one, and also the haptic feedback is really good on this. And again, that's 6,000 milliamp hour battery. Anyways, let's move to the next one. This is by Karan Kapoor. He's asking, are you missing the headphone jack being a gaming smartphone? I think removal of headphone jack is not a good decision. What do you think? Yes, I definitely missed the 3.5mm headphone jack. That is missing on the ROG Phone 2. It was a bad move in my opinion. Anyways, let's move to the next. Anant is asking, how's the RAM management? Is there any drop in FPS when too many games are installed like COD and PES? RAM management has been good. As I've mentioned even earlier, this is the base variant that comes with 8 GB of RAM, and even with this one I never had an issue of RAM management on this smartphone. And again, loading is fast because the storage is really fast on this one, and that it comes with DDR5 memory, so no issues with that. But yeah, now we have the option of the new 12 GB RAM variant also, so if you really want that, you can go with that. That's going to launch in the big billion day. But frankly speaking, I did not have a RAM management issue or anything even with this base 8 GB RAM variant, though I even have the 16 GB international variant that was sent to me, but I have been using this one. No issues of RAM management. This is by Fazan. He is saying, he's asking, would love to know about the camera performance and how good it is compared to other flagships. I would say the cameras are decent on this. The rear facing camera is the new 64 megapixel sensor from Sony, and it's a decent camera, I would say. And I felt it does a better job than ROG Phone 2, and here are some of the samples that I took in my office itself, and as you can see, it did a decent job. This is an artificial lighting, but I would not say that this is a camera-centric smartphone. If you really want a camera-centric flagship smartphone, then I would suggest you something like the Samsung Galaxy Ultra with that 108 megapixel or something like that. That is really a camera-centric smartphone. If you want to compare with that, yes, that does take better pictures, but again, that again comes with the Exynos 990. So I would say for regular stuff, the camera is decent, but it's not the best camera out there. That's my frank opinion. In fact, I shot a lot of pictures via this and I post on Twitter and even Instagram with this. Regular stuff, that's not an issue, but I won't say it's the best camera out there. That I would say in India official phones, that's the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Next question is from Jagmohan. He's asking, does it have call recording option as ASUS UI is closer to stock Android? Yes, it does have call recording options. You can enable it if you want. How's the phone for daily use considering it weighs? It's a big and a heavy phone, no doubt about it. Here is my weighing machine. So let's have a look at it. 238 grams is the weight of this one. So certainly on the heavier side, guys. And I would say you will have to use this phone for about 4 or 5 days, then you'll get used to it. For the first 1 or 2 days, you will feel heavy. This is something like the largest iPhones, that is the Max series. If you're comfortable with that, you will be comfortable with it. But what I've noticed is I keep changing phones a lot. Right now I'm using the small Pixel, and you generally get used to the size and weight after about 4 or 5 days of usage. But again, yeah, it's a big phone, no doubt about it. This is by Trinath. He's asking, how responsive are the 8 triggers? Is there any latency when we play a game for a longer period of time? I never had an issue with the 8 triggers. I mostly play Call of Duty. And to be frank, I never played continuously more than 1.5 hours. But during that time, I never had a problem. Again, if you want to know more about heavy gaming, again, check with Sundar from Technology Job. I know that he does play quite a bit more than I play, but I personally never had a problem with the 8 triggers, and that's the reason I actually use this phone a lot for playing Call of Duty. This is by Satish. He's asking, how's the ROG Phone 3 overall? We know that it's the best smartphone in the market for gaming, but how is the ROG Phone 3 as a complete smartphone? I feel overall it's a very good smartphone at around 50,000 price point, as I mentioned earlier. In fact, I'm not a gamer. It's just that because this had that 8 triggers, I actually played Call of Duty and I was getting good kills. I started playing, but I mostly use my smartphones not for gaming, and I felt as also a non-gaming smartphone, it is a good phone if you're okay with the size of this, because the stereo speakers are excellent, very loud, great haptic feedback, the screen quality is good, very actually if you don't even play the game, because of that 144 hertz thing, it is very responsive. It feels very blazingly faster, so that's actually a good thing. And overall, I would say the build quality is solid. It does not feel like cheap or anything like that. Also, I like the UI, which is actually very close to stock Android. And yes, if you are that gamer, you have that 8 triggers. The only con, as I mentioned, is no IP protection. That's the only practical thing that I'm missing. But apart from that, it's a very good smartphone. And guys, about that Black Crush issue, what ASUS guys told me is that actually you should keep the refresh rate. Many people are just forcing the refresh rate to that higher 120 or 144. They said that it's advisable to keep it on auto. So because many of these, OTT apps, like streaming apps, don't work that great on that 144 hertz or something. If you keep it on auto, that is the best setting. So that demo what I showed you earlier, playing Netflix, I just kept it on 140 auto. Thereby when you're doing gaming, it automatically ramps up, but when it's not required, it automatically scales down, and will also help you in getting better battery life. So guys, these were the FAQ topics, questions that I got regarding the ASUS ROG Phone 3. Certainly a very good Android smartphone, and I would say if I was not a tester and I have to change phone every 2 or 3 weeks, I would have still been using this smartphone as my primary smartphone. It served me actually well. The performance is good, battery life is actually pretty good, almost 2 days without gaming, or 1.5 days in regular usage I was getting. So certainly a very good smartphone. And guys, as we know, the new variant of this one is going to be launched. The regular variant, that is that 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 GB of storage, will be for 50,000. The new variant, that is with 12 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, will be 3,000 rupees more at about 53,000. And then we also have the 256 gigabyte variant that came with the 12 gigabytes of RAM. That is still at that original price of about 59,000. And because this Big Billion Day sale is there, you can actually get no cost EMI for 3, 6 or 9 months on this smartphone with various providers like Bajaj, Flipkart, credit card, and all the debit cards, whatever they have partnered with Flipkart. And also during this BBD sale, Flipkart has a tie-up with SBI cards, credit cards, and debit cards. So if you're using that, you'll again get a further discount with that SBI card, whatever offer is there. So anyways guys, that's it for now for this video of the ASUS ROG Phone 2. What do you feel about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.